everybody, I am here to tell you about a fun new style from Jon Renau, brand new for fall. Her name is Camilla. She's a long, swingy style with bangs, and I actually fell in love with her at the name Camilla. So, fun fact, when I was pregnant with my second son, we weren't finding out if we were having a boy or a girl, and my girl name that I had picked out was Camilla. So when I saw this one, I kind of knew I had to try it. Felt like it was fate. She's a little bit of a departure for me. So you can see she is in my normal color, which in wigs is 10RH16, but she's got bangs. So for those of you that love bangs, she's got a long-ish side bang that you guys might really like. The bangs are, I think, 5 or 5.5 inches. But just to tell you a little bit about her, so she is fully hand-tied. She's 18 inches long. You can see she's quite long. I haven't done anything with her yet. I have not de-shined her. I think the lighting makes her look a little bit more shiny than she actually is in real life. But I have not de-shined her. I haven't put in any roots yet, as you can see. I haven't thinned her. I haven't even done anything with these bangs yet. We'll talk about the bangs in just a second, but she is right out of the box. And sometimes I think it's best to show pieces right out of the box so that you know what you're getting. So when you open up that box and it doesn't look anything like someone's review that you saw, sometimes that's disappointing. So this is Camilla right out of the box. So let's see, I told you she's 18 inches long. The bangs are somewhere in the 5 to 5.5 inch long range. She is fully hand tied. So what that means is each individual hair that you see has been tied individually, I just said individually like 10 times, to the base. So that allows for more like natural movement than a traditional cap that has hair wefts around the edge. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen those. So the hair moves and it swings a lot more freely than hair that is all tied to the same row, if you will, on a wig. So it also looks more natural, like when the wind blows. So she's hand tied, and so something that I thought was a little bit interesting, typically when wigs are hand tied, maybe not all the time, but usually the wigs come with a lace front. This doesn't have a lace front. So you can see there's no lace here. The bangs though are a little bit on the heavier side. I think that's probably why they didn't put a lace front on this piece. So there's really only a tiny bit of the rim that shows, and the bangs for the most part hide the rest of it. So maybe a lace front isn't needed, I don't know. But typically when you see a hand-tied wig, there is a lace front with it, but this one does not have a lace front. She's really pretty though. She is, I can't tell if she's all one length here, kind of like stand up a little bit to see if you can see that, or if she's ever so slightly layered at the bottom. She's the same color as the Alessandra wig that I own, which in my opinion is kind of the sister wig to my Top Secret topper. So she's very similar in style, but Alessandra has long layers that you can definitely see on the wig. This one is a little bit more of a blunter cut, although there might be some long layering at the bottom. It's kind of hard to tell. So if you don't like buying wigs that are heavily layered because you like to kind of do your own cutting, this is a good foundation to start with because there's not a ton of layers, if any at all. So you can really make this whatever you want. I love the density. I love the density of this wig. You guys know I like things to be a little bit bigger. Maybe that's because I live in Texas, I don't know. But I do like to have a little bit more density when it comes to hair, and this one fits the bill. So it's not a low density piece. Anything can really be thinned though, either by yourself or by a stylist, so don't let that put you off. But right out of the box, the density is what you see here. So it's a little bit on the thicker side, but I love feeling thickness through my fingers. When I take my hands and put it through my bio hair, it just kind of feels like spider webs. So really thin, you like can't even see it. My hair shafts have gotten so thin, so I love to feel a little bit of heft. It makes me happy. What else can I tell you? So the bangs on this piece, I have not thinned or used any sort of like heat or anything on these. Obviously you shouldn't really use heat with synthetic hair. What I have done to try to get these to angle a little bit more to the side is I've rubbed my hands together Do it for like 10 seconds or so. Your hands will heat up. It's like what you do in winter to warm yourself. You can take that heat and kind of press it. And that helps to train any area over to the side, or it helps kind of depuff things, makes things sit if you press down. So I have done that to the bangs. I think that helps with getting them over to the side a little bit. So I don't typically, I love this style, but I don't typically wear bangs, and I think it's because my face tends to be a little bit on the rounder side, probably because I don't work out, and bangs tend to accentuate that a little bit. It's actually kind of like the way it looks on camera. They're a longer bang, but they're bangs nonetheless. So I'm trying to decide if I want to attempt to get them to angle more on the side permanently, because you can see they kind of fall a little bit in my face. And actually I'll show you, this is how long they are. So when you do something over to the side, they kind of are a little bit longer on this side, a little bit shorter on this side because of my deep side part. But I have to work with them. I might thin them out a little bit. I might try to train them over to the side. I might cut them, I don't know. Maybe if they were a little bit shorter, it would help. But right now I find myself fidgeting with them just a little bit. But I do like the overall look. It had to grow on me. When I first plopped it on out of the box, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about the bangs. But I kind of like it. It's a nice little departure from what I normally wear. You can with this one, I think it'd be really pretty. My friend gave me this idea. I do have a little bit of hair that I left out on the side here. You can kind of take some of that and incorporate it in. And I don't have a bobby pin, unfortunately. I only have this little clip. So I wouldn't wear a clip like this, but just to give you an idea, you can pin that one side back and have the bangs kind of fall here. I don't know, it's just kind of a pretty look. So there's definitely some options with this wig. Just kind of combing it. I do like her though. I think she's a fun style. I like that Jon Renau had at least one long swingy style in this fall's collection. I tend to gravitate towards long, but they've got some amazing shorter styles, some nice pixies, a lot of waves. This style tends to suit me best. I tend not to steer too far when it comes to styling. I'm a little boring that way, but I like what I like. That's as simple as that. Let me give you a little bit of a preview from the bang, or of the bangs from the side. I don't know if this helps you to see. Sometimes it's helpful to see the thickness from a side angle. It's hard to tell from the front. But yeah, there's Camilla. I think she's really, really pretty. I'm so happy that it comes in the color that I wear. 10RH16 is typically kind of easy to find. It also comes in a color that I love, which is one step below, which is 8RH16. There's a little less highlighting and it's a little bit darker. I actually love that shade, and it doesn't always come in wigs. So I was happy to see that. But yeah, any questions about this style, let me know. I think she's a fun one. She's nice, she's thick, she's swingy, hand-tied, 18 inches, comes with bangs. No lace front. What else? Synthetic. Probably didn't mention that up front. She's synthetic. Yeah. Any questions on her, let me know. If you haven't subscribed, please do, so that you can get updates when I put out new videos and reviews. But thanks for watching.